Happy Thursday, y'all. See, see, get it in, get it in, get it in. Happy Thursday. Listen to our birds singing, chirping, talking. Listen to the birds communicate. We're moving with a purpose. We're not just out here shalaskling around. We're moving with a purpose. One step in front of the other, and we're walking and talking in Lions Pride. Move, 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 move something. Hey, yep, this sun is going down. It's that time of the year to get it after this time. Yep. Hold on a second. Hey, this is big baby. We got the babies out here walking, y'all. We got the babies getting it in, climbing the hills, going down the hills, going up the hills. That's what we do. Not just incline, we hill climb. We'll probably hit the grassy areas later this week or this weekend. A little bit more resistance, a little bit more work, increase the intensity. It's not about the number of steps. It's about the movement and the intensity. We can do steps like this all day long. God willing, all day long. But we want to move with a purpose. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Find you a cadence, a good cadence to walk. It matters. You want the work to count, you got to make sure that the work matters. Move those legs. Look at the legs moving. Watch the legs move. Hopefully that encourages you to continue to move in some way. Cardiovascular aerobic activity, an hour a day. An hour a day. Minimum 30 minutes. Bare minimum 15. Okay? Bare minimum 15. Move those legs. Look at the legs move. Move those arms. Move those hips. Put a switch in your step. Make your walks count. We can do this right here. Right? Or we can make it move. We can make them move. We can make them move. Boop, boop. Keep those thighs. Keep those thighs as slender as you possibly can. Toning. There you go, sister. Toning. There you go, cyst. Toning. Not cyst, cyst. Toning. Work that body, work that body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, work your body. Don't overexert your body. Move with a purpose. Move with a purpose. There are so many purposes. Sometimes just surely moving itself is the purpose. Is the purpose. Mobility, mobility, mobility. Find ways to improve your stability. Balance, balance. Provide your body with balance. $1,500 steps, 10 minutes. It's not about the number of steps. Those who know, know. Those who don't, focus on the numbers. It's about the movement itself, the intensity, the improvement in endurance, stamina, improving your fitness level. Reaping the health benefits, reaping the mental health benefits of movement. See, you got to move with a purpose. Is your purpose to improve your mental health, your emotional health, your emotional stability, your overall physical health and well-being? What is your purpose? To lose weight? What is it? We can have many purposes, right? But we move step, 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 one foot in front of the other, not focusing on the number of steps. If I focused on the number of steps, most people get maybe 4,000 in a day. Light exercise, maybe 5 to 6. But if you move with a purpose, you'll definitely get 10 plus. We're not focusing on the number. We're focusing on how you feel. How you feel. Listen to your body. If you're in health and fitness in any way, you'll know it's not about the number. It's about how you feel. Your endurance, your stamina. Decreasing your stress. Getting those joints lubricated, increasing your mobility. Movement increases the mobility, okay? One foot in front of the other. Move, 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 and keep moving consistently. Be persistent about it. Listen. Listen to the birds. Don't they sound happy? Chirping away, singing away, talking away. We know why they sing, talk, and chirp. They're free. And we know why the cage bird sings, talks, and chirps as well. Move, move, keep moving, keep going, keep pushing, keep pulling. Sometimes you gotta pull. Sometimes you gotta pull. Keep cruising, moving and grooving. Look at the legs move. So many people want you to see their legs. Look at the legs move. Be grateful for the movement that they move. It's nice this time of the day. So, of course, we're going to be back to late nights, nights sometime. Mostly first dark. Could be night sometime though. Maybe I can let that stick a little bit for a little bit. A stick for a little bit for a little bit. Y'all know we do it in all rain, sun, light, snow. You just don't want to be out here when it's too hot. Too hot. Too hot. Because sweating is not sweating does not define the quality of your workout. Sweating just says that you're a sweater. A lot of people are heavy sweaters. To sweat a lot does not mean that you have put in that the intensity level was high, okay? So don't worry about the number of steps, worry about the movement, worry about making the steps. Don't worry about something that's icky and nasty as sweating, okay? I don't care what nobody says, it's nasty. We all sweat, we need to sweat. That's our body's way of calming down, cooling down. But don't for 1 minute think that sweating is an indicator of how much work you've done, how much weight you've lost, because it's not. It's just an indicator that your body is cooling down, that you're working. You are working, and your body needs to cool down. Some people sweat with a simple walk, harder than someone who exercises. Someone who exercises sweats heavy as crap. But that's not an indicator of how much weight you're going to lose, maintain, or anything else. Some people aren't heavy sweaters at all, right? But their bodies are snatched, okay? They're where they want to be, and they're just exercising to maintain their fitness level. Sweating is the way that they cool down. You're welcome. Sweating is the body's way of cooling down. The indicator of how hard you work is your intensity. Thank you for that thumbs up, whoever that is. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thoughtful Thursday, Thankful Thursday. Whatever type of Thursday it is for you, let's make sure that it's a happy one. It can be thirsty and happy, right? We all thirst for good things. I hope that we all have a thirst that drives us for good things, pushes us toward good things. The birds are cutting up today, y'all. The birds are cutting up today. And we claim them as our birds. We know that they're God's birds. But they sound so nice. Sorry if y'all hear this whole live duplicated somewhere else in another live or video. But it is what it is. I see him. He is about as big as the one that was around the corner. Okay. You have to protect people's privacy. Half the times they don't know that you're on YouTube or Facebook or Insta or whatever you're on. And it's not okay to sneak peeks on people either. Sneak in the back of somebody. It's still an identifier. That's still an identifier. Sneak in the back of somebody, the side of them, their profile, without their permission. That's still an identifier. You want someone all on you like this? Because they selfishly want their audience to see something about you. A lot of people have got caught up like that. Hey, Bird. Welcome, Bird. How you doing? Happy Thursday, Bird. Happy Thursday. Bird. The last time Uno was in here, you weren't in here. Bird, listen to me. I'm always trying to make a connection with you and Uno. Thank you for the emojis, Bird. I appreciate you. I'm always trying to make a connection with you and Bruno. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy, happy Thursday. Happy, thoughtful Thursday. Thankful Thursday. Okay, y'all. I had to talk her to the neighbor for a second. Happy Thursday, Berber. Happy Thoughtful Thursday. Happy Thankful Thursday. And happy Thirsty Thursday. Ain't nothing wrong with being thirsty, okay? As long as you're thirsty in a good way. In a good way. As long as you're thirsty in a good way. Y'all see the baby again. The baby is getting in his exercises, okay? But I always love to see that. I always love to see kids exercising. And I always love to see it when they teach the babies how to swim by just throwing them over in the water. Safely, all right, safely, safety first, and they do it safely. They know what they're doing. When they teach the babies how to swim, I love watching people teach babies how to swim. It's something about it. I gotta read up on the details of it again. I looked it up years ago when I first saw that they would throw babies over in the water. And it's like they just naturally learn to swim. I think it has a lot to do with being in the womb. Because think about it. They swim around in their womb for like 9 months. Yeah, it does. Berber, oh my gosh, it's like, it looks so easy for them. Now, when I first saw it, I was like, I wish I had done that with my kids, but I wish I had done that with my kids. Just they, had somebody who was trained. Hey, Danny, welcome to the chat, Danny. Hey, sis, just throw your kids over in the water and let them learn to swim. And like you said, Berber, it seems so easy. It comes so easy to them. I'm like, it doesn't come that easy to adults learning how to swim. Some people are just natural fish. Danny says, hey, sis, chat, and mods. Welcome, queen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got 2 queens in the building. Thank you to those who gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate you. If you forgot, please give me one. Y'all know I don't fuss about the thumbs. I appreciate you stopping by. Especially those who let me know that they stopped by. Because if you don't let me know, then to me it's like, especially if we've connected on here, you can tell me all day long you stopped by. I don't know that if you don't say, at least say hi. So I make it a priority to visit those who say hi to me. You don't have to stay on the line forever and a day. Just say hi. If you're saying that you're there. If I'm not there, you'll never hear me say I just watch. Now, there are some content creators I do just watch. But there are certain people that if they talk a lot about support, I at least say hi or I catch the replay. Okay? And I say hello. I may not catch the whole replay, but I make sure that I catch enough that it matters, right? That it matters. Watch time matters. At the end of the day, watch time matters. Especially if you know that it is a content creator who, they're focusing on maintaining and growing their channel. All support matters. For those who don't like to drop in the chat, that's understandable. There are a lot of chats I don't like to drop into, but for various reasons. But if someone drops in your chat often and they support you, whether you have 1 or 2 people in there and they help you carry your chat, or they at least greet people, especially like if you're a moderator, you could have the same courtesy to say hello, because just saying that you're there doesn't tell me anything. I expect a lot of people not to say anything if they don't know you, they're getting to know you, they're not familiar with your channel. That's different. So thank you to those, whether you support by giving a thumbs up, watching and not saying anything. Again, sometimes you got to figure out, just get a feel. Some people just don't like being in chats at all, and I totally understand that. But the same ones that don't, they be in the messy chats like white on rice. They be in the messy chats like white on rice, talking about them and everything, posting about them and everything. Berber says, my big old self didn't know dogs naturally can swim. When my dog was little, she jumped in the pool and I was screaming like her Hazel fool. My friend said, she's okay, she can swim. Berber, listen, I never thought about that. But now that you say it, Danny's throwing up those emojis. I appreciate you, Danny. Berber says, hey, Danny. Now that you say that, Berber, I haven't seen a dog be around water that couldn't swim. But I never thought about that until you said it. All dogs know how to swim. That's something. That is something. And now that I think about it, I do know people who let their dogs get in their pool. I got a couple of friends who have a doggy pool. Like they have a pool for the family and they have a doggy pool. Bub messes around. Oh my God. Bub, you be messing around. Bub, you be messing around. They got a doggy pool in the yard. And they have the family pool. Listen, sometimes those little kids get over there in the pool with the dogs. They don't care nothing about that. They don't care nothing about it. But the adults, sometimes the adults come over and they be like, I don't want to be in the pool with that dog. So they got a doggy pool. I have two friends that have doggy pools and just regular pool for everybody. And those dogs be swimming their butts off. I never even thought about it like that, Bird, but you're right. They do know how to swim. Danny says, hey, Bird. Danny says, I have been loving you and your energy for a few years now, and you have always shown me nothing but love and respect. I respect your... Come on, Queen. And that's how I do, Danny. That's how I do. But listen, Danny, let me tell you something. Sometimes, I always like a small chat. I'm not going to even lie to you. I like a small chat. To those who want to get monetized, more power to them. But I could have been monetized years before I turned on my monetization. When they let you know and you apply and you get approved, right? But I wasn't on here like that. Like some people, this is their job. Whether they have 1 million subscribers or whether they have 1,000. For some people, this is how they make a substantial amount of their money. Okay? But I work. So when I come on here, I do come on here for fun. But then after getting nudged by a couple of people, they were like, why not turn it on? So I turned the monetization on. And girl, let me tell you, when they see your subscriber count, that's one thing. Half of them don't even know how you get it. But they take off and start doing the exact same thing that you do, thinking that they're going to get it. And that's not how you got it. I didn't get my subscriber count by walking. I've been doing this for years, okay? I didn't get my subscriber, but I darn sure didn't buy them either. I didn't buy them because YouTube don't like that. You can buy some and maybe even get away with it. But every so often, they go through and they check to see if you've been using other folks' stuff. You know how you got your subs. They really probably don't even care how you get your subs. Because at the end of the day, when you apply for like the plaques and all that stuff, they're going to verify that you did it the right way. So I work, like Danny, like you work. You are always working. And so we do come on here sometimes to chill, to connect, to network with like-minded people. But girl, some of these people get that monetization in their minds and they go crazy. So that's why I say I no longer motivate anybody, because to me, motivating grown people, you ask for trouble, okay? You ask for trouble. I encourage those to continue to do the things that they want to do to improve themselves. But see, those people have gotten started. They've like gotten up off the couch. They've turned the ignition in the car and they've gotten started. So I'd like to encourage those who have gotten started. But as far as motivation, nah. Because when you motivate somebody, it's almost like you got to help push them up off the couch. You got to help them say, go ahead and get in the car to start the car. If I'm going to do that, I want to motivate kids and young adults. That's it. But others, 40 plus and up, what? I can't do 35, 40 up. I can't motivate you. God is your motivation. You should be your motivation. Those who truly know and love you should be your motivators, right? Those who can have that conversation with you heart to heart. right? And of course, we are our own best motivators. Motivate yourself. That's like kind of like my motto now. Motivate yourself. Anybody else? I can encourage you. If I see you getting in a rut, I can say, we got to keep moving. Keep moving. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep striving. Swimming like a fish, bird. Bird said the dog was swimming like a fish. Danny says, when I first started watching you, I saw you make shorts that went viral, and you have always given. Right. I always did, Danny. I always did. And then, I realized like that you could do well with gaming. And so, but at the time, I thought that gaming would mess your channel up. Like if you ever did want to get monetized. So I let my nephews get on here and game. And you know how gamers are. They connect. Late at night, they would game. Until I made him go to bed. Because he had to go to school in the morning. So when I say late at night, they be gaming up until like 10, 11 o'clock. And I'm like, boy, you got to go to bed. Okay? And that's why every now and again, you'll see some young kids come through here. You inspired me when I first saw you. To just be me. I have real respect for you and your energy. I appreciate you, Danny. I respect you, sis. Even we don't see each other a lot or all the time, it's always love when we see each other. Always. And I understand you, okay? I understand. See, that's the thing about this app. Sometimes people don't get a full understanding of each other, and that's okay. That's just, it is how it is, right? But sometimes when you have some similarities to people, don't mean you'll always get along. Don't mean that you're like this perfect match in a friendship way. But you do understand the way they handle their channels. You totally do understand. Berber says, I don't understand why people buy subs when they're not going to get paid for them. Exactly. I'm sure you too. They know the difference, Berber. Exactly. They really do. Yep. They know the difference. I've seen people on here with 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs, make way more money. It's way more financially beneficial to them than somebody with 30K. This is like me. I don't get on here and upload the videos that could, help me to make a living. I get on here because I go walking every day. So why not go live? I used to say to motivate, but now I say to encourage. And though they're synonymous, they're synonyms, to me, there's a slight difference. Like I said, when you motivate somebody, it's almost like you put your hand in the back and push them, And I want to be that. That's why I try to keep it calm over here. I want to be that for young kids and young adults. Though my channel is not made for kids, and I set it to that because basically that's the best way to set it for certain things according to YouTube. But when they do come through, because we know they watch, I want it to be okay for them. But everybody else, I want to motivate young people. These grown adults, I just want to encourage them. Because I have motivated grown adults on this app. Girl, they go and make their whole channel look like a carbon copy of mine. And I'm like, that's cool for us to do the same thing. But why are you trying to repeat what I say verbatim? Why is it that you don't touch on a certain topic health-wise until I do? Like, if it was true to the game, it would be new. It wouldn't be new to you. You would just be able to do it. Noelle is in the house. Hello, Noelle. Is this the Noelle? I think it is. I don't know. Danny says, me neither, bird. Me either. Like, you buy them, or you go and put a whole bunch of bots in your chat and then go apply for monetization. Now, during the pandemic, a lot of people probably got away with that. They got away with that because it wasn't real people checking as much. No, mostly everybody was at home. So it was automated and a lot of people weren't checking. And a lot of people got monetized. But then when the pandemic started to clear up, guess what happened? A lot of things that got by, that people got away with, they got caught up with and they got demonetized. Yep, got demonetized. Through the get and get understanding. Yeah, through the getting. Come on, Danny. Through the get and get understanding. I am not trying to change or judge anyone. Right. I am here to make sure everyone knows self-love first, and the only story I can tell. Come on, Danny. The only story you can tell is yours. Right. The only person you can be is you. That's why when I say I encourage people now, I just want people who are moving a little bit. Maybe you want to exercise every day of the week, 5 days a week, and you're only doing it every so often. I want to encourage you to stick with it and keep going. But I don't really want to motivate adults anymore because they can become clingy. They can become obsessive. They can become possessive. And next thing you know, they get upset and get mad when you notice it. And then they start, as a show of anger, they start to go to their channel. And the next thing you know, they're trying to replicate your channel. You can't duplicate somebody else. You cannot duplicate somebody else. Twins aren't even duplicates, complete duplicates, okay? Yes, Noel, troll. Oh my gosh. They will troll. And some people don't even know how to troll correctly. They will troll in the same language that you usually see them talk in their real channel. When you see them in the chats and you get kind of used to, people's way of speaking, way of typing, they'll troll you and troll you in that same way. Oh my gosh. And let me tell y'all something about trolls. If anybody were to get paid, and I have said this, I've said this 100 times last year, you would think trolls would be the ones making the most money. If they were to pay trolls, trolls would get rich off of this app. Because when I tell you some people troll the heck out of people, or not just one or two particular people, some people are just troll. They just troll everywhere they go. Y'all, I said that one day and somebody went right to their channel and said the exact same thing. And I was like, now this kind of shit here is getting a little scary. See, that's why I ain't trying to motivate nobody. Some of the exact same things I say. And I'm like, nah. And then they get tired of you talking about it, but then they continue to do it. And even if you know how you can test people, you throw a little rope out there, you know what you're doing, but they don't know what you're doing. They'll complain and say that it happens to them. So you're telling them about it happening to you. And then they'll turn around and start doing it to you too. It's almost like to say, well, I gotta deal with it. She's dealing with it, and I'm gonna make her deal with it some more. And I'm like, what? What? Those be the angry birds. Those be the angry birds, y'all. That's why I be saying those birds. And that's why I say I have to say I ain't talking about birds, y'all, because bird is a beautiful bird. Okay? Bird in my chat is a beautiful bird. Maybe I should say those chickens, those pigeons. Because like Bird said the other day, we kick the bad birds out the family. Okay? Thank you, Noel. I appreciate you. We kick the bad birds out the family because birds are too beautiful. But sometimes, we know we have angry birds, right? Thank you, Noel. I appreciate you. Danny says, that's okay. That means you are the carbon copy, the blueprint. Come on, Danny. Exactly. And that's how I had to start looking at it and just start being a little petty with it and just keep pushing. Just keep moving and just keep pushing and keep doing the things that you know are conducive to you being who you want to be, doing the things that you want to do your way. Because nobody can do it like you. Nobody can do it like you. If we all take that attitude, nobody can do it like me, we won't worry about, if that worked for her, let me see if I can do it. If that worked for him, let me see if I can do it. Because we all take cues from somebody at some point when it comes to maybe certain things that we do on the app. You got 1 million people on here cooking. You got 1 million people on here exercising. 1 million people on here coloring. 1 million people on here doing do-it-yourself, channels. But what makes you you is that when you provide a certain difference to what you do compared to everybody else. Over here, I'm just doing the same thing everybody else does. I'm walking. When I say walking and talking, I don't know if they thought that sounded cute and they got me my subscribers. 3, 4 birds, chickens, pigeons left from over here. Now they walk and talk. But they don't come to the chat. But they walk and talk. Ain't there something? I'm like, If y'all think that's how that camp got like that, y'all gonna be waiting a long time. A long time. You better get those gaming systems out. Do something like that. You better start going live and doing straight interaction with people. And when I say I'm interacting with you guys, but I'm saying sometimes you can interact with people. Let them cook with you, cook your whole meal with you. Those are the kinds of things people like to see. Those are the kinds of things that get your chat jumping. Or do some tea. Do tea. And when I say tea channel, that doesn't mean you have to be all negative, right? You don't have to be negative. Berber, let me see. Danny says, no, Berber says, if they was paying trolls, I wish I turned myself into one. Okay, Berber, I'm telling you, if the trolls got paid, that would be where the money is at. And thank you again, Noel, for those hearts. That would be where the money is. If the trolls got paid, that would be the money. Danny says, each of us have a purpose. Yes. And if we spend our time worrying about someone else, we miss our mission. Come on, Danny. Some people don't even know how purpose, mission, come on, how the words purpose and mission even go together. Why they're so closely related. We miss our mission. Time waits for no one. Live your life, follow your dreams. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. That's it right there. That's it right there. And I'm like, even though we're doing things that hundreds of other people are doing, what makes you unique is the spin that you put on it. So I see people doing things, I've taken cues from them, but guess what? I come to my channel and I figure out a way to put a cue on it, to put a spin on it. I take the cue and I put a spin on it. They would never be able to say, wait a minute, am I watching Lions Pride or am I watching so-and-so? You know, they'll be able to know, even though we're doing basically the same thing, they'll be able to know the difference. I was going to be on here 30 minutes, y'all. It's been 41 minutes. I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. I've been trying to build some other stuff up, so I haven't been staying on as long. But I got to get out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And plus, I've been waiting, until it gets later to come on because it's so much cooler. Listen, we still got the birds talking, chirping, singing, right? We still got all of that going on. Listen to them. Listen. I want you guys every day, before you go to bed, now listen, drink the water right before you go to bed. Drink your water. Sit up like maybe 15 minutes or so. You don't want to, aspirate. You don't want it to regurgitate. Okay? Drink your water because when you're sleeping, your body does what? It starts to repair. So drink your water. Okay? That water helps what? Helps that body to create. That water helps the body's synovial cavities create synovial fluid that lubricates your joints. It helps your body. It becomes a part of your bloodstream, and it lets that circulatory system just push those nutrients where they need to go, right? Your heart is a pump, the most important muscle in your body, right? It pumps that blood through the circulatory system. It helps to move that lymph through the lymphatic system to get nutrients and things where they need to be, where they need to go, okay? Where they need to be and where they need to go. So when you get up, drink you an 8-ounce glass of water before you go to bed, about an hour or so, 30 minutes to an hour. If you're one who gets up a lot, you don't want to drink it. You definitely don't want to drink it and go right to bed. But if you drink it to, maybe just an 8-ounce cup, hopefully you'll be able to get the bulk of your sleep in. And even if you get up, if your alarm is set for 6 and you get up around 5 o'clock, you still gotten the bulk of your sleep, right? So don't drink so much that you're up and down throughout the night. And at some point throughout the day, try to get you at least 5 to 6 more 8-ounce cups or glasses of water in. If you do not have any fluid restrictions, right? If you don't have fluid restrictions, because as we say over here, always consult your primary healthcare provider, be that your doctor, nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your physical therapist, occupational therapist, your nutritionist, your dietitian. You got specialty doctors if you may have some special issues. You have psychologists and psychiatrists. I just named off 10 healthcare professionals who you may have one or two, any combination of those on your team, right? So you want to make sure that your team is informed. Keep the lines of communication open between you and them. Keep the lines of communication open between each member of your healthcare team. So if you don't have any restrictions, make sure that you get plenty of water this summer. Make sure that you get plenty of water each and every day, no matter the season. And if you do have restrictions, have a conversation with your doctor to see if you can maybe increase that water by maybe even 30 cc's. Even 30 cc's will help, I promise, the way you feel. About 30 cc's. Berber says, have a blessed night, Lions Pride, and get in the house. I don't like you out in the dark. I'm about to, Berber. I'm about to take my butt in the house, okay? What Danny says, have a good night, everybody. Thank you, Danny. Noel says, we need to get you a shoe sponsor because you put in work. Thank you, Noel. We're going to have the new Lions Pride kicks. That's what I'm talking about, Noel. Noel, I got an email. My email is full of those right now. But I got to figure out which ones are legit, okay? I got to figure out which ones are legit. And see that statement right there? Oh, they're going to be all over that. You're going to definitely see. They already want to show their legs and stuff. Them big birds be want to show. Now they want to show their feet. But y'all know what it's been over here always. Look at the legs. Look at the feet. Watch them move. Watch them move. Hopefully you get up and move your own. Okay? And that's seriously. Hopefully you get up and move your legs, your feet, your arms. Okay? Do some shoulder rolls in the morning. Forward and then backwards. Okay? Make sure that you take deep breaths throughout the day. Okay? Maybe around breakfast time. After you drink that water, take you 3 to 5 good deep breaths in and out. Inhale, exhale. Okay? And then maybe around mid-morning, around 10 o'clock, take you 3 to 5 deep breaths in and out again. Okay? Maybe around lunchtime, maybe around early evening, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then at night before you go to bed. It does wonders for the way that you just feel overall. Okay? Okay? It does wonders. Jenny says, yes, Noel. It does wonders about how you feel, making you feel better. Deep breaths in and out. Think of it like yawning. When you take a yawn, you feel better. You let some of that waste out. Right? So when you take those deep breaths in and out, those lungs are just removing some of that waste. You're pulling in that O2, that oxygen, and you're releasing some of that CO2, that carbon dioxide, and other waste. So I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk. And Danny, thank you so much for stopping by, sis. Bird, sis, thank you so much for stopping by. And Noel, please come back. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And as you know, don't let people bother you. Don't let people stress you out. And y'all know I wish you all peace, positivity, and prosperity, right? Because without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity roam hand in hand together, lock arm in arm together, they dance together, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. I want each and every one of you guys to prosper to your fullest potential. I would like to prosper to my fullest potential. So we got to try to leave all the chaos and the negativity where it is. Okay? If you find yourself in a misery lounge, in a place of misery, grab your grip and go. Grab your grip and go. GYGAG. Grab your grip and go. Okay? Grab your grip and go. And if they come into your spot, your lounge, GTGAG. Make them grab their grip and go. Get them up out of there. Keep your space peaceful for you. Right? We want peace, positivity, and prosperity so that we can walk peacefully and patiently into our purpose. Right? Peace, positivity, and prosperity so that we can walk patiently and peacefully into our purpose, whatever your purpose may be, right? So I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you all. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love you all for being here. You make the live. I make the live. Together, we make this live. It's not just the content creators, okay? So I appreciate the subscribers, the moderators, the content creators, and I appreciate YouTube, the platform. Thank you guys for the likes, and thank you guys for being in here. Bye, y'all.